I'm Brian Van. Today we're going to install a zero-gravity windscreen on Corey's 2016 BMW S1000RR. Okay, we've got the exhaust, we've got the fender eliminator, and now it's time for the windscreen, right? It's got this gorgeous black S1000RR and the ugly stock clear windscreen. Zero Gravity does a great job, famous fit for sure, so that is what he decided to go with. Tools to do it. We have a 20 Torx. I have a 10 mil. I'm going to loosen up the mirrors to just get a little more operating room here. Pretty basic project. I think anyone can tackle this as long as you have that T20. The hardware they use on this bike is amazing. This is the first time I've worked on a BMW. Cars, yes. Motorcycle, no. But look at this. Look at this gorgeous hardware. And this is the windscreen, right? Absolutely next level. I've ridden the bike a little bit, right? I rode one of these, I think, when I was in Abu Dhabi a little over a year ago doing that Bridgestone tire test. Great bike. And you get an even higher appreciation for it when you start to work on it. I'm going to begin by removing all this. I would suggest to anyone, right, with this, just reuse all your stock hardware. Yeah, we've got windscreen bolt kits. Maybe you can get one that kind of matches the bike. But end of the day, you're really taking yourself backwards because this hardware is super nice. Okay, and now the way this is kind of wedged in there, right, instead of tugging on it, I'm just going to loosen the mirrors up just a tiny little bit, okay? Anytime that you're pulling on a fairing, if you can generate just a little bit more room, more flexibility, you're doing yourself a favor and possibly avoiding a heartbreaking level problem. Okay. Not going to take them off. You could if you wanted to. If you wanted to go that far, you could do that. But I'm just going to loosen them up enough so that I've got just a little more room to work with. Okay. Like so. Now, to get it off the motorcycle, all right, I'm going to start to pull back and kind of wiggle it a little bit. Gotta clear there's like a little rubber pad, right? So you're dealing with not only the well nut itself, but there's like a little rubber bumper pad I'll show you here on this ear. And that kind of creates a little bit of a friction point. I'm going to show you how to kind of reduce that. Out it comes. We're going to take and reuse all the hardware from the screen, like so, okay? Including the well nuts. Be careful with those, pull them out like so. Unless your bike has spent a lot of time in the sun, right? It's a few years old, there's no reason on this bike, especially, you would need to replace this stuff, so. There we go, we're gonna transfer this over to the Zero Gravity. My expectations with this screen are that it's going to fit really, really well. They do a great job over there. Have a reputation for high quality, excellent fit. And I'm sure that this is nothing but more of that. All right, to make installation a little easier, right? I've got my Motul wash and wax spray, okay? Wax is slippery. And take advantage of that, just put a little bit on the rag, okay? Now I'm going to come to the windscreen and put just a tiny little bit on each one of these contact points, right? And what this is going to do, it's just going to allow it to just slide in a whole bunch easier. Okay. And this is something that I've done on different windscreen installs that are going on stock street bikes. Just makes getting it into position that much easier. Especially if you don't want to completely disassemble the motorcycle. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip this into position. Want to favor the one side, like so. And push down on the screen. Make sure you keep the ear going under, and you can see the effect that had. It just whoop, just went right in there, like so. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall each of the fasteners. Don't tighten any of these down until you get everything started. All right, make sure you keep the washer. There's a clear plastic washer that is between the bodywork and the fastener itself. What you don't want to do is you don't want to put the metal fastener against the fairing of the bike. Okay, scratch it. So get all these started, and then I'm going to come around with the T20 and we'll begin to snug everything up. I'll finish it up by tightening the mirrors back up. You see what, I'm not going to really run these down at all. Just going to kind of draw the screen up even, side to side. Thus far, I'd say the fit's great. And once you kind of get it all drawn up like that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and we'll finish it off. Even though these have these really nice T20s, you do not need to go crazy on these things, okay? And our last step is going to be securing the mirrors. And this project's over. Like I said, I think this is something that basically any rider can do. The only possible snag is going to be that T20, right? If you don't have Torx bits or a Torx driver, that could be a hindrance. But even those tools are very easily sourced pretty much anywhere. You can probably buy them at 7-Eleven at this point, right? Kind of wrap that up just like you did with the screen. You know, you just want to pass back over the fasteners, make sure the torque's even. There's no need to go crazy on the mirror mounts because they are nylock locking nuts. Fits great, looks great. It's gonna have more screen to get behind, right, get tucked in. End of the day, really it's a cosmetic mod and it looks phenomenal. So here you go. This is another installment of how do you get the boss to work on your motorcycle? Installing a zero gravity windscreen on Corey's BMW S1000RR.